Hello, welcome back to my channel. I say welcome back. I don't think I've put a video up here for over a year now, but you know, I like to drift in and out. If you're new, I'm Beth and I tend to just talk about Disney stuff over here. I have tried in the past to weekly vlog, whatever, but I'm just not very good at it. So we're just talking about Disney. So in today's video I want to talk about our plans for our Walt Disney World trip. If you follow me on Instagram you will know that it is very soon. We are going in September and I don't know, this is our, I want to say 5th trip now. We first went in 2016, we did 2016, 2018, 2022, 2023 and we'll do 2024 and we may or may not have next year booked as well. But anyway, we're here to talk about our September trip. I have recently got back from Disneyland on a press trip with Disney Parks UK, and even saying that out loud, I still can't quite believe it. I couldn't believe it the day I got the email about it. I couldn't believe it when we were there, and I can't believe it now. But I have this cup to mark the occasion. This is a Disney corksicle. That this was like $55. I do have a little bit of beef because I want a cup that doesn't leak. This isn't like, if I tip this over it's gonna leak, do you know what I mean? But I have used it every single day since we got back, so you know. So that's my fuel for this video. Obviously I've got Ribena in there because what else would you put in there? I have my laptop here and I'm just gonna kind of run through a bit of an itinerary. It's very, very loose. I think the first and second time we went, it was like we had quite a strict, I don't know why really, but I feel like you get a bit of FOMO, you want to try and get as much done as possible, whereas now we know it's not a once in a lifetime trip for us. Still a very expensive trip, but we make it work. We just take it a lot slower. So this is very, very loose. When I watch people's Disney vlogs, I want every bit of information. I'm like, who are you two? Or, you know, more of it's family. Who are you? Where do you live? Like, what do you do for a living? Like, I want everything. And I'm not entitled to any of that information. Absolutely, I'm not. But I like to know. So I'll give you a little bit of a background on us if you don't follow me on Instagram or you've not watched any of my other videos. We are a couple. We got married January 2023. We've been together since we were 16. We're now older. And we had a baby last October, so little baby Francis is not so little anymore and he will be 1 this October obviously. And this trip is kind of, I guess kind of for his birthday, but kind of just because I wanted to go. A lot of people obviously say like there's no point spending all that money and going because they won't remember it, blah blah blah. I'm not in that camp, obviously. It's for us. Obviously he will enjoy it, he won't remember it, but Nick and I will, so very excited. I am currently on maternity leave still, phasing myself back. I was freelance in marketing before. I'm literally giving you my life story. This might not be interesting, but honestly, I love it when people do this. I was freelance before and I am phasing myself back and I am looking for a proper job. Not that freelance isn't a proper job, but a full-time job to start probably in the new year. But I'm just like holding on to every morsel of maternity leave because freedom. Nick, my husband, is an accountant and that's all I've got to say because it's an incredibly boring job. No offence if you are out there and you're an accountant, I'm just not a numbers gal. We're like complete opposites. So our trip then, we are flying with Virgin and this has been, I wouldn't say it's not a cheap trip, but for what we've got it's cheaper than normal. I feel like I need to do a cost breakdown at some point. I've done that for previous trips over on TikTok, but our flights, we're flying with Virgin Atlantic from Manchester to MCO, and we haven't flown to MCO for years, like since, I want to say like, we've only ever flown into there once, and I don't know whether it's our 2016 or 2018 trip, it was one of them. The last 2 times we've been, we have flown into Melbourne, which we really, really like. We've flown into and flown into Melbourne. But for this trip, we are flying with Virgin Atlantic, as we both have Virgin Atlantic credit cards, and I don't know, Nick set these up. But with the points, you spend a certain amount, you get like companion voucher or like free upgrade vouchers, and you can use your points for flights, so you just pay taxes. So essentially we used our points and Nick's companion voucher and we've just paid taxes on these flights, so they've not cost very much at all, and Francis is on our knee. So it doesn't cost anything. We are 99% in the running for a bassinet, so hopefully we'll get one. I think they do prioritise people that are disabled or need extra kind of, you know, whatever, which makes sense. But hopefully we'll get a bassinet. I think he's probably too big and won't sleep in it. If he does, that's a bonus, but just somewhere to put him with a few toys when there's no turbulence would be nice. But yeah, they are our flight, and we're flying from Manchester. Did I say that? Yeah, I think so. That's the closest airport to us. We have never tried do they call it midnight check-in, that you like drop your bags the night before? We think gonna try that. We don't live far from Manchester Airport, we're very lucky in that sense. And I think we are gonna try and do that. We've been told that we get quite good baggage allowance, like Francis gets the same as us essentially, plus his car seat and stroller. So we are gonna have a lot of luggage. So if we can drop most of it the night before and then just go and get like the pram labelled up the next day, that would be ideal. And the car seat. That would be ideal. In terms of where we are staying, I'm really, really excited. If you follow me on Instagram, or even watched our last set of vlogs actually, you'll know we're Pop Century, like, we're Pop Century girlies. We love Pop Century. I will die on that hill. We are trying a new resort this time though. Controversial. One of our friends has DVC points and isn't using them, and asked if we wanted to use them. So we've ended up, we could pick between, let me know in the comments where you would pick. Animal Kingdom Lodge, which I feel like most people would pick, Saratoga Springs or Old Key West. And I was like watching videos of like the rooms and whatever, and we actually went to Saratoga Springs. I'm really, really excited. It looks like a really nice resort. I think location wise it's great, like not far from Disney Springs, and we are staying there for 2 weeks. I'm so excited. We're in a deluxe studio. It's basically cost us the same as Pop Century if we were to book it ourselves. So yeah, I've never ever looked into renting DVC points, but I feel like this may make us want to do that again in the future. Saratoga Springs for 2 weeks, and then we don't go home. No. We actually, we've paid for 3 nights in Animal Kingdom Lodge. I really wanted to stay in Animal Kingdom Lodge to tick it off and say, oh my god, yeah, we've stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, blah, blah, blah. We've got a Savannah view. Mind blown. However, the rooms look really, really dark, and I just didn't know whether I could do like 2 weeks of darkness, which I know sounds very dramatic because I know people stay there and love it. But what I liked about the Saratoga Springs rooms is they're just like nice and bright. I don't know, you could be telling me different in the comments. So we're actually, yeah, like I say, 3 nights we've booked Animal Kingdom Lodge, but we're actually only staying there for 2. On the day we fly back, our flight isn't until 10 p.m. and with the baby, I just thought there was nothing worse than like checking out of that room at 11 or 10 or whatever it is, and then just being out with nowhere, no safe space, until we go to the airport. It would be a long time. So we made the decision to just pay for an extra night, so we won't actually sleep in the room that night. But it just means that we will have like a safe space and we won't actually need to leave that room and lug all of our luggage out until we go to the airport. When it comes to hiring a car, we have hired a car on every trip. We've done it slightly different on probably each one. The first 2 trips we hired a car for the whole trip. How many times can you say trip? Then our 3rd trip, I need to find a different word, our 3rd holiday to Disney World, we actually only did it for like 10 days. So we used the 2 transfers to the hotel either side, and then I think it was a random hotel near Disney Springs we picked the car up from. I don't really know why we did that, to be honest. I think it was just the price at the time was really expensive. And then on our last trip we were like, not going to get a car, we're only there for a week, we don't need a car. We last minute got a car. So the car situation is we absolutely are getting a car, and we've hired it at Discount Florida Car Hire. I'll put a link in the description box. So that'll be the 3rd trip we've used them, and we've had no issues, touch wood. So yeah, I think we've gone up a level as to what we'd normally hire, I think, because we just know we're gonna have so much luggage. So we will have a car for the duration, and some people just don't want to have a car, don't want the expense of a car, but we like the freedom of the car. Let's talk dining. So we haven't booked loads of dining reservations. We are very much like quick service, cheap eats kind of people, and my diet isn't particularly healthy, so I like a pizza and a burger and a chicken tenders and whatever. So we have booked a few. We have booked Crystal Palace breakfast, and I am so bloody excited for that because they've got churro Mickey waffles and you can't get them anywhere except on the cruise and there, I think. So thrilled, and we get to meet Winnie the Pooh, and you know, I'm sure Francis will hate it, but no, I am hoping he likes the characters. He met Percy Pig at the M&S cafe the other week and he was fine, so fingers crossed. We're also doing the Fantasmic dining package at Hollywood and Vine, which again is another character meal. That is dinner, and essentially I think you pay like £10, £10, whatever, more each, and you get like the reserved space for like seating in Fantasmic. I just thought, let's give it a go. We've never done it, why not? Never eaten there. We'll give it a go. We have booked Tusker House, which we just love Tusker House. I feel like it's quite underrated, you know. We are doing that on a Monday morning at 10:10, and I have nothing else to say except we both love it. It's character dining, we've done breakfast and we've done lunch before. The service is always really, really good. We're doing a lot of breakfast ones, but I feel like we'll be up quite early. God knows. God knows, we'll see. So yeah, Tusker House, and then once we check into Animal Kingdom Lodge, we've actually got 2 reservations booked. Kind of whilst we're there, we've got Sonar. I really want to try the bread service and I really want to try the curries, but I know that if I go and sit in there, I'm not going to eat both. So I think we're going to do Sonar one night and have like the proper meal, so have like the curry, and then go to like Sonar's lounge another night and just have like the bread service. I'm very excited, has to happen. And then on our final morning we're doing Boma breakfast, which I'm really excited about. Everyone has recommended it and said it's like hugely underrated, and it must be because you can get so many reservations for it. Like, it's not difficult to get a reservation. So yeah, they are our dining reservations. There are how many? 1, 2, 3, 5 across like 2.5 weeks, which I don't think is bad at all. The camera may have moved slightly because this camera was flashing at me. I haven't used this camera in so long that your guess is as good as mine. But other things we have planned. We have booked Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We were very much on the fence on this because we do enjoy it. I just don't know what it's going to be like with Francis. He's obviously still very little. But I thought, just give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? So yeah, we'll see how we get on there. We'll just go around trick-or-treating, and yeah, it'll be a good time, and hopefully I'll like the parade. Another thing I am very excited about, and when I like told friends and stuff, they're like, oh right, like what? Francis is getting his first haircut on Main Street. It's so tragic, I know, whatever. There is a barber's on Main Street, and when I was doing my dining reservations, my account wasn't working, like it wasn't linked properly or something, and I don't know why, because I've booked loads before. So I rang, and then she was like, is there anything else you want help with? And I was like, ooh, any chance you could like try and book me a haircut? Well, not me, but you know what I mean. And yeah, she managed to get that in. So the day we're going to Crystal Palace, he's also getting his first haircut. I just can't cope. His hair has been his hair has really only just started growing, but it's looking a bit like a mullet at the back. So even if they just trim the back, like that is his haircut. That's an official haircut. And the package I think is like $25, and he gets like a little ear hat. It's gonna be so cute. I think it's just like my first haircut. I don't know what it's going to be like. I actually think he's going to hate it, but we will see. We're obviously planning to go to Target, to go to Walmart. I really want to go to like American Eagle. I feel like I've got a list of like places that I just want to like bob into. I want to go to Party City, which is so random, but his actual first birthday party is in October, because obviously that's when his birthday is. And we're doing an American football theme. And obviously there's even more stuff over there, so if I can pick up a few bits over there to save me kind of ordering them here, that would be nice. I think just having the car gives us the freedom to go about, like, and go and eat at different places. So we only have, like I say, 5 dining reservations, which is actually quite a lot for us normally, but being able to, you know, bob out and go to Cheesecake Factory and like where else do we go, like Miller's and places like that, is always nice as well. One of our friends is out there and it is her husband's birthday, so we might go and play Top Golf or go to like Dave and Buster's or something like that. Is it called Dave and Buster's? I think it is. Oh, I'm saying it feels wrong, but I think that's what it's called. We've been to both before and I absolutely love Top Golf, and I'm so sad that we don't have it like in the north of England. There's one in London, but like it's not helpful to me. But yeah, so I think we're going to try and plan something like that. And honestly, I think that's my plans exhausted for you. Like, when I like loosely plan like what days, so like I always try and do Magic Kingdom on the first day, and we've got like an Animal Kingdom day, Hollywood Studios, and then I want to try and get Happily Ever After in quite early on the trip, so then I feel like it's done, because I obviously really want to see it. I like to try and see it at the park and then go and watch it at like the Grand Floridian or something like that. We've done that a couple of times before and really enjoy. So I've tried to mark that in quite early. Obviously like Typhoon Lagoon days, there's a few Epcot bits, but like when I say we're going to do a Magic Kingdom day, we do like half a day and then we go and like bob about and do whatever we want. So it's a very loose plan. It's just so like we wake up in the morning, it's like, what should we do today? Don't know, what shall we do? Like it's very much like, I put Hollywood Studios down to fancy, yeah, let's go. Do you know what I mean? I'm so excited. I've got some things written here like snacks I want to try, off-site eats. Nick really wants to try Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't know. And then a couple of quick service musts like Blaze Pizza, Woody's Lunchbox. And to be honest, that's all I've got on my little plan. Like I say, it's quite, okay, to some people going on holiday, this would be like, wow, this is a lot. But I feel like if you know, you know, like we're pretty chill about this, to be honest. And then I just felt like I wanted to show you a few bits I'm taking with me because it's like show and tell, isn't it? This bag I picked up at Disneyland Resort. The best. These are like a re-release of like a bag from like the 90s, and I've really wanted it, and I've spent so much time like scrolling Vinted looking for them and just haven't dropped on one. So when they came out, I was like, I think I need one. Basically, halfway through the trip, I saw a reel on Instagram, and it was like these were in World of Disney, like the Disney, Downtown Disney, that's what they call it over there, I think. And I was like, what? But I know, like as soon as they come in, they were out, and I was like, oh, I really want one. And then there was a morning, it was like our last full day. That morning, we had a little bit of free time, I think. And I just took myself off for an hour at DCA. I went to go and find a Cars Halloween t-shirt, which I didn't find there, but I did find in the end. To go and look at Cars Land when it was dead quiet. It was literally just me stood in there at one point, like, because if you're a park guest, you got early entry. So that was amazing. And I went and got like a drink at Starbucks, and I sat and watched the world go by, and I was looking at the time and I was like, oh, World of Disney's due to open like in a minute. So I walked around and got in as it opened and managed to grab this, and I'm not even joking, within like 3 or 4 minutes gone. They also had Stitch, Baymax, Jack Skellington, Mickey and Minnie, but I just like that this has got Disneyland on the back. So obviously the ones at Walt Disney World that were released a couple of days after there have Walt Disney World on the back. There is just something for me about this logo that I'm just like, yes. So I think I'm going to use this as my like taking onto the plane bag, because I feel like it's good, it fits a lot in, and I just want to keep it close to me because I love it so much. Another thing I'm taking with me, I've always loved a little you know, little plush charm, but I feel like they're kind of cool now. And when I say cool, like, you know, are they really? I'm not cool, but they're quite, like, I've seen a few people post about them. Okay, here he is. Are you going to focus on him? No, why would you do that? Here he is, look. He is a little, is he vintage? Don't know, but he's from Disneyland Paris. Probably not that vintage, to be fair. But I got him off Vinted, and I'm going to take my, even on here, would it look cute? Maybe a bit much. But like my black Uniqlo bag, I'm just kind of pop him on like, hey girl. Cute. And then a couple of bits for Francis, because obviously that is my life now. I did buy him his own autograph book. I do like the ones at Disney, but there's just something about supporting a small shop, I guess. So it looks like this. I do want this to focus. Here you go. It says Francis's first trip. It's from Sunstate Creation. And I've ordered from them before. They, like, over the years, they are amazing. And yeah, it's got like a little thingy cover on. And then it's really nice quality paper. I mean, am I sad? I don't know. I'm like, oof, good quality. And then on the theme of Sunstate Creations, they actually sent me some bits, and I thought I'd show you in this video. They know how much I love Pop Century. See, I just love it so much that I need to find where I'm going to put that, you know. That might look good in my office. And then obviously knowing that I'd been to Disneyland, they got me the Disneyland print. These are really beautiful, by the way. And then a Walt Disney World one. So I need to frame them and put them somewhere. Would they? On that wall maybe. But the main reason that they sent me stuff was sorry, that rustling noise is so annoying. Go on the floor. Better. Is their 2025 calendar. Now, I'm an organised girl, I'm not gonna lie. So I am now like buying Christmas presents and trying to get organised. So I don't think this is early to even be thinking about a 2025 calendar. But it's just got the most beautiful imagery. So if you are looking for something like this and want to support a small business, I've got you. Right, look at this one. Slinky Dog. There's like an Animal Kingdom one. Gorge, 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 gorge. I just love this so much. And of course, October. This is what it's gonna be like when I go. Oh my goodness! I will leave their shop, Instagram. I'm not sure what I'm gonna leave, but link below. But I will leave something. So please go and support them because they are wonderful. Oh, so happy. And then one last thing, which also is gifted, just happens to be. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm a Jellycat girly. And I feel like it's kind of eking out into other things, which is probably quite dangerous. But I was sent these, they're called Better Together by Hallmark, and like this is mac and cheese, and they've got like a little magnet. Mac and cheese. Oh, I love it so much. So we've got mac and cheese. What are you actually called? Like this is obviously like, is it chips and salsa, nachos and dip? Nacho and salsa it's called. And then we've got bacon and egg. Can't actually go. Bacon and egg. Sorry, I just had to share them. Because Francis is really into little plushes. So he's got quite a few of like the little Jellycat ones and he loves those. But I thought, I'm trying to do him a bag. I've not got it here. I started collecting bits of like toys that he's not seen before. To try and keep him occupied at the airport and on the plane and stuff. And I thought I could pop in. I'm probably going to pop mac and cheese in, to be honest. Because Disney mac and cheese, it's good. So yeah, I might just pop in mac and cheese in there. Obviously take these labels off, take that label off, and then he can like play with Mac. Mac's mac or cheese. I need to get life, man. I need to get life, don't I? But I absolutely love those. So if you are like me and just like to collect little plushies, then you need to go and look at these. Or if you've got kids where you just think, oh my god, they're gonna love them. I just find this very satisfying. Then honestly go and have a look, because there's loads more as well. These were just 3 that I was very kindly sent. So yeah, I think mac and cheese, you're coming with us to Disney World, you lucky mac and cheese. And that is it for this waffle of a video. I don't think I've got anything else to share about our trip. I was tempted to do kind of like a packing video, maybe show you like what I'm packing for me in terms of clothes, give you a bit of a thing in like what I'm packing for the baby. I don't know if that's interesting, like is it? But I am so excited. We go so soon, so we are going in September. It's less than 2 weeks, is it, when I'm saying this? Right, when I'm filming this? Yeah, we go in less than 2 weeks and I'm just so excited. I've started, I don't want to say packing bits, but I've definitely been putting things to one side. We're doing a baby sale this weekend, so I kind of want to like get that out of the way, and then all the suitcases are coming out and the packing cubes and everything. So let me know if you want to see that video and I'll try and film that next week. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions about the trip, any recommendations. We've never stayed at Saratoga and we've never stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, so they're 2 brand new resorts for us. So if you've got any recommendations on things to do, just anything in general, the food to try, let me know. Otherwise I will see you in the next video. I am going to try and vlog this trip, but with a baby, who knows. Otherwise I'll be over on Instagram, which I will leave link below. But thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Why we're doing this. Bye.